This is one of the best ways for you to grow your SMMA and get more clients. And I don't see anybody talking about this online. The reason being, I don't think anybody knows about it. This is a super secret ninja potent technique that works very, very well. Picture this. You send out 1,000 of the most perfectly crafted DMs in a single day to your ideal target audience. And you know this niche that you're sending them to actually buy from you because you've seen it online. You know that chiropractors, dentists, and digital marketing agencies eventually become clients of agencies. You know this, right? You've even went as far as to read Alex Hormozi's $100 million offers 10 times and put in the most perfectly worded offer in there, offering guarantees, commission-based, and you hover over the send button, you press it, and then you wait. 1,000 in a day to the most ideal niche. Nothing. No interest whatsoever, no replies. And you think to yourself, well, hold on a minute, it must be because the DM is worded badly, or it must be because the niche I'm trying to target isn't actually receptive to buying. And then you look online and you see all these other people talking about how they've made etc. amount in a month and they've been targeting this niche, and you think to yourself, like a noob, you think to yourself, you know what, I'm gonna go and move over to this niche instead and try and start pitching them. And it doesn't work there either, right? I know this scenario happens because I get hundreds of DMs a month asking me what's wrong with their DM. And oftentimes the DM is perfectly fine and the industry they're trying to target is absolutely fine as well, right? So what's the problem? The problem is that the group of people they're trying to target in that industry are not interested at all in what they are being offered at the moment. They're just not interested. They don't have the intention to buy from you. So that's the problem. So how do you get around this? Well, you start sending those same DMs to the same niche, but to people who are open to this at the moment, who are going through the stage where they want to grow their business, right? And you do this by looking for little signals that this person is actually open to this. Now, in the following video I'm going to show you exactly how I do this on LinkedIn, how I find a niche, how I start looking for little signals of interest that I know they're already interested before I've even reached out to them. So I could send 1,000 DMs to the wrong group of people who aren't interested and get 0 responses. I could send 10 DMs to the people who I know are actually interested in this at the moment and get 5 responses, one of which becomes an actual client. Think about it. This is how you do it in the video. So the whole idea is I want to find people who are interested in my service without actually asking them if they're interested in my service. And I can do this by looking at what their actions are. So let's just go up here. Let's just give this a search and say, let's just pretend I'm a leadership coach. And I'm interested in finding other people who are interested in leadership as well, who are interested in learning about leadership, because I know they'll be a great client for me then. If I type leadership in the search bar up here, it's actually going to bring up posts, courses, groups, people, events, jobs, all these different options. I'm going to click on events. And what it's going to bring up now is leadership events and webinars that are being hosted by other people around the world. And let's just say I'm targeting women in leadership. So I'm going to go to this one here. It's got 129 attendees. And I'm going to attend this. I'm going to attend this event right now. I'm not going to add it to my calendar, but once I've clicked attend, it's going to bring up a whole list of attendees that are actually attending this event as well. And all these people I now know are either interested in leadership or are potentially, they are attending for someone else who's interested in leadership, which means that when I start a conversation with these people, I already know they're interested in learning more about leadership and they are a potential fit for me and my service. So I could just, as I would with any other search list, just go down each of these profiles, click connect on them, and then start a conversation with them, start messaging them, see if I can then organize a call with them from there. I'm just going through this video and I'm actually editing it right now, ready to upload. And I just thought to myself, I know exactly what you guys are going to ask at this stage. You guys are going to ask, well, what do I specifically say to these people, right?
And it's a good question, but I just want to make it clear at this part. Having the right group of people to target who are in the right buying mood. So, for instance, you can see these guys are actually looking to buy right now. They're actually looking to learn more about leadership in the example that I've just given. They are open as can be to learning about your offer, right? So like 99% of the game is already done. So what do you say to them? I'd go in with a friendly message. This is a message, let me read it out to you, a message which I have sent probably over 6,000 to 7,000 times, and it works just fine. So let me just find it for you. It says, "Hi, blah, blah, blah. Thanks for connecting and nice to meet you. I just noticed that you are XXX." So if it's a sales manager, if it's a digital marketing agency, you just say, "Hey, I noticed that you, are the owner of a blah, blah, blah agency, whatever. Just curious, what does that involve? Who is it you help?" If they've got something which is too obvious on the profile, like it already kind of answers those questions, just pivot off and make a slightly different question. The whole purpose of the first initial message isn't to close the deal. It's just to start a conversation, right? So that message that I've just given you there works perfectly for that. So just say something like that. Follow the advice that I've just given. Message 20 people in that, using that where you go into the events and finding the actual people who are interested, who have an intention to potentially buy. Message 20 of them using that script. Guarantee you will get a reply. I guarantee it, okay? Please don't overthink this, guys. Do not overthink this. Having the ability to send a message to a person who you've never met before, having the ability to start a conversation with somebody who you haven't came into contact before, a complete stranger, is an incredible skill that you wish you would have developed earlier, honestly. I know it's scary right now and you're thinking, the only reason why you'd be overthinking this is because it's like anxiety provoking, right? It's like, oh, I want to make sure I get this right. So A, I get the client, and B, that they don't think I'm weird. Like, just send the message. It doesn't matter. There's way over 7 billion people in this planet, most of which you're never going to meet, most of which in 100 years time will never remember anything that you've done with your life, whether it was good or whether it's bad, no matter how good or no matter how bad it was. Just nobody's going to remember in 100 years time. So just take the opportunity right now, and you'll find that this skill that you develop, it actually helps you move forward in everything, right? Because you say you're going to do something which is a little bit anxiety provoking, a little bit scary, and you end up doing it, right? Just get it done, guys. Please, please, please don't overthink this, right? I'm going to stop rambling on now like an old man and let you get back to the video.
So at the moment, we're living in a world where all the gurus are saying, just send as many DMs and outreach as much as possible, be consistent, make sure you do this right. But the smart person would think, hold on a minute, I need to actually be messaging the right people, right? Screw automation, screw sending things in mass, screw bombarding people with emails. If I can connect to the one person who's got enough money, who's actually interested in my offer at the moment, in the right niche with the right DM, that's all it takes to get that person as a client. Stop thinking in terms of mass outreach. Instead, think of, how can I connect with this person on a quality basis? And follow those techniques I outlined in the video. Hope you enjoyed that. Take care. See you in the next one.